I gotta grab. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Lord X here, coming at you once again with a brand new pickups video. That's right, we're in the we've gone past the month of October, the spooky month, and now comes the snow, the ice, the cold weather. My worst. My most hated time of year. I hate the cold. It feels like we just got out of winter. It feels like winter was just here yesterday, but also 40 years ago with the way this year has been going. Anyways, let's dive into these pickups. Movies, didn't get any in October. Books, none. Got plenty of comic books, so maybe I should, highlight a few of those from time to time. Maybe starting next month I'll do that. But I did buy one game digitally. You gotta save the money right now game-wise, because those new next-gen consoles are coming. And I do have a PlayStation 5 on pre-order. Hopefully I get it. I haven't heard anything from Shoppers Drug Mart, where I managed to get a pre-order from, in a while, so good and bad, I guess. So hopefully on the 12th I'll be getting that. The one game I did pick up, though, in the month of October, digitally, was one of my favorite PC games now on the Nintendo Switch, Game Dev Tycoon. It's really good. It's basically it's a great sim for making, making games and trying to be a successful company. But at the same time, it teaches you the history of video games. Like when Nintendo first launched their console and how Sony got into the market, and then Microsoft. And you have like phones and iPhones being introduced over the years for another gaming aspect, I guess, or another gaming revenue. So yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it. It's such a fun game, at least in my opinion. It's a really good sim if you like sim type games. That being said, that's all I got in the way of video games this month. But I do have a ton of collectibles once again. A lot of Funko Pops. But before we get into those, October rolled around, folks, and it was the return of Amiibo-geddon. And today I have two new Amiibos to talk about. First off, from Dragon Quest XI, it is Hero. He is so nicely designed. Like, they have done such a great job with these Amiibo figures. He's like leaning back a bit, like he's arched back. Not good for your posture there, my dude. But that being said, very well done. The paint job on this one is excellent. So yeah, couldn't be happier to add Hero into the collection. Let's get him in the view there. And along with him, I of course got Joker from Persona 5 / Persona 5 Royal. And we could do that. But folks, I got a second one. And I bought a second one for the purpose of unboxing. I got this one from EB Games. I had those two pre-ordered from Best Buy, but I walked into EB Games before those show up in the mail, and I saw that they had more Jokers there. I'm like, I really want one to take out and display. Me, pretty much all of my Amiibo collection, except for some early figures and some duplicate Metroid ones that I've gotten, I got out of box. And this one had the EB Games sticker across here, and of course, it ripped right there, so, this box is pretty much useless anyway. So let's do this. A little ASMR for you. Actually, that can go right in the garbage. Not very often you see old Lord X here take out an Amiibo, or any kind of collectible, but did it for the sole purpose to have one of these on display. Oh yeah. You are free from your shackles. Look at this dude. This is one of the most well-designed amiibos I think I have ever seen. And of course, my camera is not doing it justice. I really need a new camera, a better camera that can focus. Something better than a webcam. That's what I'm trying to say. Eventually, maybe I will. But, I'm not professional around here. This is the most unprofessional YouTube channel you'll probably see. But I love these flames. It's so nice. It's such a nice amiibo. I never played Joker in Smash because I never got the Fighter's Pass or even bought him separately. But yeah, very cool. Now, of course, there's a ton of Funko Pops to talk about because my addiction continues. First off, this is technically a November 1st pop. I just picked this up today. But it was 50% off because today's November 1st, the day after Halloween, aka Cheap Chocolate Day. If there was any good cheap chocolate to find, because pretty much everywhere sold out around here with chocolate and chips and everything for Halloween this year. It was crazy. People went nuts for this stuff. Take it from somebody that works in retail. People went crazy for the Halloween stuff this year. There's barely any left around to buy at cheap prices, unfortunately. Sad. That being said, there was a Funko Pop on sale for 50% off today because it was Halloween themed. And that is the Universal Monsters Dracula. And as you can see, only at Shoppers. This is the main reason I bought this one because this is the first time I've ever seen this sticker. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And the box is in really good shape. Nothing really wrong with it. Tiny little tear up here, but that's nothing. Yeah, nothing for me anyway. I'm not a reseller, so. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. And it was 50% off, so it was like $7.50. I'll take it for that price. There we go. Next up, let's do a little taste of Marvel first. This is another Pop in a Box exclusive that I got. And this one didn't have. Now, I've had good luck with Pop in a Box. The Mayhem one, the Cara Dune Carnage one. Didn't they have one other one? I think so as well. Agent Venom. All three of those came really well packaged. They were in like sorters, essentially just sorters. And they were hard boxes, so they shipped really well. And there was tracking info. This one, it told me it shipped. Never had a bit of tracking info whatsoever. And the box it came in was flimsy. One side was taped decently. The bottom was basically open. That's the metallic Deadpool Venom, which was only up for sale for 1 hour on their website. Which makes you think, wow, that's a really good get, Lord X. It was on Canada Day, actually, because I remember I was working that morning. Sometimes you work on holidays, folks. It happens. I got off of work at 2 o'clock my time. 2:30, the sale ended on this thing. So I rushed home, managed to get the pre-order in, was so happy, because this is a metallic one celebrating Pop in a Box's 5th anniversary, I think it was. So yeah, really happy to get it. I've got 2 other Pops I'm going to talk about near the end of this Funko collectibles. When I went in PEB Games and found those 2, this guy was sitting on the shelf as well with the special edition sticker onto it. What the fuck? I was so annoyed when I saw that, where I'm like, I paid more for this guy because, I think their exclusive was $17.99 plus $5 shipping, which is excellent, mind you. I love Pop in a Box for their cheap shipping. It's awesome. But yeah, not that exclusive. And I've seen some of their other exclusives too pop up in Toys R Us, like one of their Little Mermaid ones and the teacup blowing bubbles from Beauty and the Beast. I've seen that one in store before it's like available to purchase on their website, which is weird. That being said, though, really happy to have Deadpool Venom into the Venom collection. Next up, this one was on sale at Toys R Us for, I believe, yeah, it was 50% off at the time. I've been slowly getting the Pokemon collection going. Every now and then I'll pick one up. I'm still missing a whole bunch, like Rattata, Growlithe, where I'm like, maybe I'll pick one at some point. I was waiting for the Flock Growlithe, but that ended up being a box lunch exclusive and with 0 Canadian retailers available for it. But I digress. It's the first Eevee pop, not the newest one. This is the one where he/she is sitting down. I love Eevee, so this one was like $7.50 at the time, so I grabbed it. Really happy to add Eevee into the collection. And for some reason, Eevee's been selling for like $17, I think, in most places, which is weird. Eevee's not that special. I mean, he's pretty special in terms of like what he can do with the Pokemon with all his different abilities. I digress. Next up, this one was actually a free pop. Free by means of EB Games is buy 10, get 1 free Funko Club thing. You purchase any 10 Funko Pops over $14.99, and you get 1 free eventually, and you get your 11th one free. And I got this one for free, which I'm very happy with. I'm not a big Disney collector, but everybody loves Mickey Mouse. And I got the Sorcerer Mickey out of the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney Archives. I think this is their Preserving the Magic. Yeah, this is a really nice pop. There he is right there on the side, the artist rendition of him. But quite happy to get this one in for a free pop, you know? I was looking at some of the other ones. They had Cyberpunk in there that day, and they had the Evolutions, which I was kind of tempted with. But I'm really happy to grab a Mickey Mouse for free, you know? That's something that I really would have paid money for, but I really like I love Fantasia. That movie's awesome. So to have a Mickey Mouse in the collection was kind of nice. Alright, next up here we have ourselves a Toys R Us exclusive, and if you follow Funko, yeah, this is like a Canadian exclusive now because there's no Toys R Us in the US. From the Ad Icons line, it's Jeffrey, the Toys R Us giraffe, as Superman. There he is in his little pose. Thought that was great. I got the Batman one, so when Superman came out and he was finally available, I grabbed him. The sticker is really tiny though, which I think is like, it's weird now that they've gotten to this kind of sticker, but, you know, is what it is. Alright, next up, let's dive back into the Zombies line. As you know, I've been trying to collect as many of the Marvel Zombies line as I can. And it's been pretty rough, and I told myself that if I got a base one, I wasn't going to worry about getting like the different variants, but I did for one because these showed up at Toys R Us. I believe in the States they were a Target exclusive, or it might have been a Walgreens. I'm pretty sure it's a Target exclusive in the States. And that is the Glow in the Dark Wolverine. So there he is right there, Zombie Wolverine. Glow in the Dark. And from Hot Topic, I have a bigger pop here to talk about that I got from Hot Topic, but since I was ordering from there and it's a $20 flat rate shipping, I figured I might as well get my money's worth. I spent like $65 on 2 pops, including the shipping, and that's the conversion rate. So I was going to grab the Zombie Silver Surfer, and I love this one because he's not a bobblehead. All Marvel Pops, like they due to licensing rights, have to be bobbleheads, but I think they got away with this one because they did like a really big base onto it, like they do for the Star Wars Pops, and the fact that he's holding up his head, they can be like, yeah, he's a bobblehead. He just doesn't bobble that well. He's a detached bobblehead. I guess that's how they might have gotten away with it. But this is a really rad pop. Kind of hard there to see in the box, but He is really, really cool. Alright, so next up, before we dive into my NYCC run, so you can see which other pop I picked up. So if you know me, I'm sure you kind of know what that NYCC pop from Hot Topic is going to be, or do you? Next up, I grabbed this one from my local comic book shop, and that is the infamous Iron Man, the Comic Fest 2020 limited to 30,000 pieces, infamous Iron Man, which is Doctor Doom as Iron Man. So there you see him on the back. There you go. And basically, all of those like blue spots, his eyes and the chest there, those glow in the dark, and it's actually really nice. And his hands too, like where the repulsor beams would come out, those glow in the dark too. So that's really cool. Tons of stickers there, and the price tag sticker of $16.89 that I paid for them. So quite happy to get the infamous Iron Man into the collection. Now, NYCC pops. First off here, this is my one and only Naruto pop. And I grabbed this one because the value was pretty good onto it. I'm like, well, eventually maybe I'll sell this one. Mostly because I never watched all the way through Naruto Shippuden, where this character actually showed up. I've seen the battle scene online, which is pretty good. But yeah, I've never watched the show up until this point, but it was, it's a really cool looking pop, so I definitely grabbed it. And I never went out the day of release of NYCC Pop. I actually went there the next day, and they still had like 8-10 of these left, which was kind of crazy. That is the Kaguya Otsutsuki. I think that's how it's pronounced. Kind of butchered the hell out of that. But I thought she was a really cool looking pop, though. Like, I like Naruto. I watched a lot of it when I was younger. But yeah, figured it looked like a really cool pop, and the value was really good onto it, especially getting it at retail price. So I figured, you know what? I love it. It's really good. Maybe in the future, if there's something I really want, maybe I'll be able to trade this one or sell this one. So kind of thinking ahead there, even though just earlier in this video I said I wasn't a reseller, but I keep my options open. This is the main one from Hot Topic that I ordered. I really want the Zombie Daredevil from Box Lunch, which I've been keeping an eye on that, and maybe I'll order from there as well to try and get that one if he continues to stay available. But this was like the big one from NYCC where I thought, I'm not going to have a chance at getting this one. It's Hot Topic exclusive. It will never show up here, and it won't. But I had the opportunity to buy it. I was online at the right time when he was available for purchase. It's the Red Goblin from the Red Goblin Red Death storyline in the comics. And this is one of the most awesomely well-designed pops they have ever done, in my opinion. Look at how cool that is. And of course, if you don't know who the Red Goblin is, it's Norman Osborn with the Carnage symbiote. So you got Carnage here. So I absolutely wanted this one. The Venomized Norman Osborn, or Venomized Goblin, has been one that has eluded me as well, since it was a Hot Topic exclusive as well. But I managed to get this one, and I'm really happy with this. This guy could drop down to $2 in value, and I wouldn't give a shit, because this is a grail, in my opinion, in my collection. So I adore this one. It's definitely one where I would love to get a pop protector for it, and hopefully will in the very near future. Alright, next up, ending off my NYCC pickups. Not as crazy as my SDCC pickups. This one finally became available at Toys R Us, and I don't think it's available anymore. Pretty sure they sold out pretty fast once they got them up on the shelves. But I managed to get this one. Well, they didn't have them up on the shelves yet, but it was available via their website for pickup, so it was in the back. It's not put out yet. That is the glow-in-the-dark Wonder Woman, where she is lassoing lightning. That awesome scene from the trailer where she's about to swing through the skies via lightning. And what glows in this one is her whip, and it is actually a really nice glow. If I can find a picture online that somebody else has posted, I'll throw that up here on the screen right now. But yeah, this is a really cool pop. That concludes my NYCC pickups. Now, we got a friggin' awesome find. I spoke about these when I talked about the Venomized Deadpool there. I walked into EB Games one evening. This was after going to my comic book shop. I was like, actually, I think I just picked up Infamous Iron Man at the time. I'm like, you know what? I feel like going for a little walk anyway, so I walked down to my EB Games, and they're sitting on the shelves. One of them has a tiny bit of damage, but I don't really give a shit because I'm still amazed that I managed to find one. First off, before that one, we have the glow-in-the-dark Kratos with the Blades of Chaos from the PlayStation 4 game. Of course, these are the PlayStation branded pops, which you're going to see more of these on the channel in the coming months because I have pretty much all of them pre-ordered in some way, except for the Sweet Tooth with the van, the Sweet Tooth pop right. I never ordered that one. There was Kratos, so cool to have him in the collection, and this one. And speaking of, you can't see it on here, but because it's on the back side of the pop. But he actually does have the severed head that talks to him that he's carrying around, whose name I can't remember right now. He's actually there on the pop. I found Joel from The Last of Us. This one was unavailable for pre-order on the website, and when I picked it up, I spoke to the guy there at the cash who I always have a great chat with him. Great staff there at the EV Games that I go to, and always a nice conversation with him when I go in there. He told me that they actually had they got received an email for this pop saying that if people pre-ordered after a certain date, they had to contact them and tell them that the pre-orders were canceled. And yet they still sent in more of these that they put on the shelf. At least one. Him and Kratos, like 2 extras that they had, and they stuck out on the shelves. So, yeah. Like I said, there's very minor damage back here. Like, there's a little tear right there, but again, this is one that I will not be selling because I fucking love Joel as a character. Definitely wanted him for the PlayStation line of Pops collection. So yeah, very happy to get him, and he's another one that I really want to get a Pop Protector for. I definitely need just to order like a pack of soft protectors to be good enough. Now, finally, this one. This is another PlayStation Pop. The minor gripe of it, this one, is that they slapped a special edition sticker on here instead of the EB Games exclusive sticker. That's the minor gripe. That's the icing on the cake gripe about what happened here. This one was not available for pickup in-store, so it had to be pre-ordered, delivered at home. Sure, fine. I had orders earlier in the year through EB Games, delivered home. They all came fine. They came through Purelighter, and honestly, most of the time when stuff comes through Purelighter, it's in really good shape. However, as soon as I walked up and the delivery guy was at the door, I saw the box and it was dented in it one side, and I'm like, oh god, oh no. Got the box open, and if you follow me on Twitter, you already know where I'm going with this because I posted pictures of this. The pop is fine. The pop is absolutely fine. But the box is destroyed on this one, which makes me so sad. And I've been keeping my eye open, hoping that maybe I'll be able to get the regular edition Jin as well. If only for like switching the boxes around, even though it's like Ghost of Tsushima instead of PlayStation. It's weird that the regular one is branded differently. But yeah, incredibly disappointed with how this one turned out. But when he sat up on the shelf, it's kind of hard to tell that the box was destroyed. There you go, folks. That's going to do it for this pickups video. No mystery minis or anything to open this time. Just all those pops to talk about. So, guys, I thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor. From October 26th to the 30th, I posted 5 videos counting down my top 50 PlayStation 4 games. So please, do me a favor, go check out those videos. Comment, like, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, check out those videos. That's all I got to plug. Maybe next time you see me, we'll be unboxing the PlayStation 5. Maybe. I might not do an unboxing for that. We'll see. Maybe I'll talk about my first experiences with the system and how it is. Maybe we'll do that. But until then, I've been Lord X. You have been awesome. I feel like a referee right now, just sending somebody to the back. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.